All of
Sound,
you are
sound.
like so good to me, and I love you very much.
We love you too, Kinky.
Yay!
Nice. My dino's ready.
All right, welcome to Prompt Battles Prime Time. This is the coloring edition. We are going to do and talk about coloring pages and all sorts of coloring page bananas. Um, we want you guys to prompt along with us. Let me make sure that this is it's live. We want you guys to prompt along with us. You can do that in the VC Create chat. What we're going to be doing is kind of interesting this time. Huey's going to be in the audience, giving out raffles and stuff like that because he's amazing. Also, we have type in VC Create. I'm putting a link in the chat to VC Create where you guys can prompt along with us, and your images will show up on the stage, which will be recorded and put online forever and ever and ever. So you can type "Hi, Mom." We have the chat on the screen as well. We're going to be asking all sorts of questions. You don't have to answer, but it's nice. We get to interact. It's a good time. The first prompt of the evening is going to be dinos
Pirate?
and cat. Pirate. There we go. Pirates is the theme, and we are making coloring pages. If you have any cool tips and tricks about making coloring pages, type them in the chat. People who want to know, I'm going to read them off and talk about them. And we have 6 minutes on the clock starting right now. So in my eternal search to know something about something, I did some research on coloring pages, and one of the cool things that I found out is that one of the really, really good things about coloring pages is that they develop your fine motor skills as a child. And that's a really important thing. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and introduce the gang that we have here on stage. I'm going to just give you guys a few seconds to say hello. We have Boozlegasts, who will occasionally talk for me when I need some help.
Yo.
We have Gallifrey, who is always my wonderful and amazing co-host on the weekends.
Howdy do.
We have Micah.
Hello, hello.
We have King Gay Sofa.
Hey.
We have Jade, Weird 2000.
Howdy.
Bob's Blaze.
Hello.
And the always, always, always clever Senor Carlos.
Hello, my friends. Welcome.
I love it. Let's start with a little question while I get the poll unit made. This is for everybody in the audience and the stage. What is the biggest fiasco you ever participated in that you can talk about on stage?
Hmm. Let's go. I don't.
I guess it wasn't my biggest fiasco, but I fell through a table at a wedding once, and that threw everything off for a while.
Ow. My
Oh
goodness.
no,
I was trying not to fall, and then I fell.
that's definitely not good. I did go ahead and put the poll unit in the chat. So let's go see what the audience has to say, if they've said anything. Just getting our greases doing whatever greases
Nice.
do here.
Slow-mo's turned off.
It
Update
is?
from the trigger.
Yay!
Yep.
That's amazing.
I was just sitting here trying to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah,
Yay!
Fnuckle got one of her assassins on it.
Oh, thank you, Fnuckle.
So we have 3 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock, and it looks like nobody wants to talk about their fiascos, so I understand that. I also didn't have a fiasco that I meant to talk about, so let's go ahead and move on to a different question. Who's your favorite pirate and why? Who's your favorite pirate and why?
I don't remember the name, but there's a real, actual female pirate captain. It was a big deal back in the,
Was it Anne Bonny?
I don't remember the
Is that her
name.
name?
Sounds good. Sure.
Sounds like a pirate, right? I
Sold.
mean, I thought I was your favorite pirate. I actually used to be I used to be called the Dread Pirate Killam. And I had a little song, and the whole thing went like this. It went, "'Cause she's Captain Killam, she's the dreadest pirate of all," and that was it. So, if you ever want to, sing a little song about me, that is the one. I was the captain of the Crimson Flow. Uh, I once stole a rowboat, so I'm actually a pirate.
That's amazing. My favorite pirate, I don't know, hopefully I say her name right. Chang Yi Sao. She is
That might be who
can
I'm thinking of.
Yeah, so she became a pirate and built a whole army, and she had hundreds of ships and over 50,000 pirates under her command. And they had a character based on her in Our Flag Means Death. And I thought
Really?
that was a really fun pirate show. Um,
Those are some really fun pirate facts. I just put on the screen some female pirates that immediately came up when I googled pirates / female. Uh, but so
Oh, Grace O'Malley. That's what I
Grace
think of.
O'Malley.
Yeah.
Interesting. Really Smart says that her favorite captain is Captain Crunch, and that I know why. And personally, I absolutely do know why. Um,
But what he does to the roof of your mouth is monstrous.
is that
So
absolutely
good.
unmerciful on your mouth. So we have 1 minute left to get your images into the chat, into the poll unit, which is right in the you know where spot, guys. And then we can have the audience vote for them for 2 minutes.
Really smart. Are you a purist or a Captain Crunchberry?
Ooh, good question.
He'd be brutal but delicious. You like them all? Yeah. Good answer.
Okay. So it's time to go ahead and vote. Let me get you that link for the poll unit, and I will put it right in the chat for the people in the audience. Anybody on the stage can vote, but they can't vote for themselves because it's against the rules and it's just weird. And that's the way we do things here at Prompt Battles Prime Time, and actually regular Prompt Battles too. So it's fun. So we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock to start this round. And while we're doing that, I'm going to have my announcer, Callum, and I say that lightly, talk about the rules of Prompt Battles Prime Time. Give me 1 moment. Callum, are you ready? Callum's still a little bit sore about being replaced for the regular games on the weekends. Uh, yes. Okay, come on, let's go.
Players and viewers alike, welcome to Prompt Battles, Primetime Edition. This is the game where we all make images at the behest of other people. We start with 7 minutes on the clock and prompt our little hearts out and also post our images to the poll unit. After the time is up, we will give the link to the viewers to vote on. Voting will last 1 minute. Don't vote for yourself. It's against the rules and it's just weird. After the voting, the winner or winners will choose the next prompt idea, and the beautiful cycle will begin again. Enjoy the battle, players. Battle on.
All right. So I just noticed that I never approved the images, and I need to do that, and then we can vote. There we go. And I'm going to put 2 minutes back on the clock, and we can start now.
Am I the only one who thought it was dinosaurs and cats pirates?
Sorry. We're a little discombobulated at the moment.
I was sure that was the case.
2 minutes on the clock to vote for your favorite images. I did go ahead and approve them. So much editing to do on this one so far. Okay, so my next question
Yeah.
for you. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Snapdragon, you have 3 votes you can use for each round. That was it.
Yeah, it's a little different from the weekends because there are so few players on the stage that we need less votes, you know what I mean? And so let's see who won this round. Hi, Westendorf, hi, Snapdragon, and Noodles, and Really Smart, and I'm really happy to see all of you guys in the chat. All the new people coming to watch. This is amazing. I'm so happy to see you all. The winner of this round, Pirates, was Simple Black and White Coloring Book. Bob's Blazed. Bob's Blazed won this round with his Simple Black and White Coloring Book page of a pirate cat. I'm going to put that in the audience so you can see it.
Yeah.
Whichever one's the most rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have crowdsource banners.
So
I was gonna take crowdsource
first
animals at
person
the
to
very
suggest
least.
an idea in the chat wins. Tell us what to do, guys.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Mexican gods.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
fun.
Heck yeah.
Coming through to rescue us with an idea.
That's a
Um,
solid one.
Amazing.
It is a really
That's
good one.
awesome.
So for the next 7 minutes, we're going to be prompting Mexican gods in coloring book form. It's going to be great, and you guys are going to love it. Please prompt along with us in the VC Create chat so that we can have your images. Eric's got a little surprise. I think can you type what it is in the chat, how you want it to be talked about? And we're going to be taking these images and making them into PDFs for download for the after the game, and they'll be there forever and ever for everyone to see and enjoy. So for the next 7 minutes, we are doing Mexican gods, starting right now.
I got a wiki link to a list of Mexican gods in the VC. If anyone wants to use some actual names or just go Mexican gods, just roll the dice.
That is actually a really good idea. And I'll link that in the video as well.
And I added Pessoa's name to the crowdsource.
Awesome. And Empeso is going to get a free fast hour for that suggestion because we are just giving them away. Eric says, excellent. I have a free fast hour with your name on it for that suggestion. And Empesoa says, the Bat God is awesome.
Bat God.
When you wake up, what's usually the first thing you think?
Yay, again. Here we go.
But why? With the sun and the brightness
But why?
and the ouchie.
I have blackout curtains for that reason.
Yeah.
But
The
one of my
cracks.
yeah. Well, I also have a cat that decides
Oh,
it's
nice.
time for me to get up, and he opens the curtain. So, there's no way to make the curtains cat proof.
My thing is that they
Empesoa
don't
says,
sit against the walls flat enough so that the light still gets in on the cracks.
like, what is that? Like, why does the light get in on the cracks?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I'm against it, actually. My
Blackout
first thought is
curtains for the
usually
win.
who's more crippled, me or the cat that's blocking me in the bed, and that I need to hurry up and find a way to get past him so that I can have a bio break. So this is like, Jack, move! Those are my first words and thoughts. Jack, move, you gotta go!
Hey, Jack, what are you doing?
Hey, Jack. Right.
My style P for this has so many tiny fine lines. I have to
Yeah,
pull
I
it
had to
back.
back mine down.
Yeah.
Same. Too powerful for this world.
It's funny because it's like a bunch of just tiny little, like the finest lines you could draw. So weird.
So cool. It's not so cool. So weird. Exactly what I meant to say. Episode's first thought is, what year is it? With her. Seriously.
For
Good
me,
question.
it's looking for my phone frantically to silence the alarm before it wakes my girlfriend up and she beheads me.
Oh. Gotta protect your neck.
Yep.
If you think back on like a conversation that you would have loved to have heard throughout history, let's not do personal ones. What is a conversation that you really would have loved to have listened in on? Been a fly on the wall for?
The first guy that ever drank milk.
Or ate an egg.
Or
Yeah.
ate an egg,
Ugh.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I just want to
dude.
know what was going through that guy's head. Just out of curiosity.
Probably
He's probably
I'm
watching
going
the
to
calf
starve
do
to
it, right?
death.
You saw the baby doing it. It was like,
Well,
I don't know. It looks kind of
yeah.
good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Baby's having fun.
And the poll unit is in the chat. We have 2 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. I'd love to know from the audience too the answer to these questions. It kind of makes it fun to do engagement stuff.
I would love to
Alright.
hang out and just be a fly on the wall in like Gertrude Stein's living room where like all these people hung out in the early 20th century, like Scott Fitzgerald and Hemingway and some artists, and just like
Oh,
hang out with these guys, seeing what they were talking about.
yeah, or like the
Right?
beat poets, Jack Kerouac,
Mm.
and yeah, that'd be
That,
fun.
yeah.
That would be amazing. When you were a kid, were you scared that there was a monster under your bed?
What do you mean when?
Still scared.
Still a
I'm a
kid.
kid, still scared.
Yeah, I still run up from the basement as soon as I turn the light off.
Totally.
Oh my god, me too. I can't go down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's like
You know, there's a name for that, I think.
common sense.
If you're smart, you're gonna run.
There is a name for that, like pareidolia or something, or like no,
No,
that's the face
pareidolia is
one.
where you see patterns.
Hmm.
You see patterns?
I
You
don't
like
see it.
invent
yeah.
faces and stuff like that, basically out of just like shadows and stuff like that.
Wow.
1 minute left
Like,
to get your
if it-
images into the unit.
It's like the whole seeing a man in the moon kind of thing.
Yeah, that's pareidolia. You know what I used to do? I used to
was
swear
like-
to God something in the basement was gonna pinch my butt, and I would run up the stairs so fast. The fastest I ever run. Fastest I ever run was running up the stairs so that nothing in the basement would pinch my butt.
Oh
I was
man,
never afraid of that until I saw, the thing under the bed. I saw something. I want to say it was like an old Saturday Night Live skit that girl's hand went over the side of the bed, and the monsters were like, "Oh, it's there, it's there!" They like were all excited to reach out and grab her hand, and I was like,
Oh.
"No!"
That's amazing. All right, guys, your images hopefully are in the poll unit. Let me go ahead and accept them. In that way.
Submitting
Yeah,
it.
so I'm
Sorry.
running behind. It's okay. I'm not even on the page yet.
Sorry. Mine is weird and not okay.
Really, Boozlegast? Shocker.
yeah.
Fuck
if
off.
like 1 out of 2 songs is like, no, this doesn't meet our standards. It's funny that
We
made the
have
whole song first and then looked at it.
I'm approving all of the images. Let's go ahead and take the next 2 minutes to vote for these 7 images with your 3 hearts. I'm going to start the clock at 2 minutes right now, and let's vote for the best Mexican god images that we've made here for our coloring book that we're making as a community.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
I love the idea. I think it is so smart. Whoever decided that we should make a coloring book, like a coloring page collection together, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Like making an actual thing out of it, or being able to do that.
If you could choose a book or a movie universe to live in, which one would it be?
Oh,
That's so hard. Oh my
broke
god.
my brain. Yeah.
The one with magic in it.
You guys are like, you guys, the 2 of you, I already knew we're gonna have a hard time with that. And Pessoa is gonna live in Wakanda. Oh my god. And I couldn't think of anything better for you. And Second Serve Noodle says Heidi. The land of Heidi. I've never even really thought of that as a universe. Huey P. Priest wants to go to Fraggle Rock. I'm gonna be in Melrose Place. Marigold says, "Wait, I thought I already was a Muggle in Harry Potter."
I mean, so in middle school.
So funny.
I watched this gorgeous movie a couple of days ago with Juliette Binoche. It's called The Taste of Things, and it's basically mid to late 19th century France, at like the beginning of what we know as like French cuisine and all that stuff. So it all takes place basically in the kitchen. It's a beautiful story and it's so beautifully shot. I would totally live there. The time and the space and the food, I'm down for that.
These pictures are like out of control beautiful. And since, we're saying the word beautiful and all, I am going to do a slideshow across the screen when we have the version on YouTube so that people will be able to see them. So let's close up this poll unit and see who won. It's time. Oh boy. Snapdragon wants to be a Doctor Who companion. And Huey Priest wants to live
Oh
in
no.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, but the second one where they have the evil robots, dude. Yeah, dude.
Bogus
Because
Journey.
they go and like basically hang out with God for a hot second.
The winner of this round was Boozlegasts.
Ayo.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your show that you have that you do?
Well,
a little bit.
it's increasingly not kid friendly. Because everyone has the dirtiest minds when you give them, all of the imagination. It never ceases to amaze me how fast they get the moderation ping. Even after I tell them all the rules, like no poops, no grossies, no sexies, no presidents. Well, I just told you.
You can't. Why is that the first thing that comes to your mind?
I'm like, well, we're gonna have to change that poop to like I don't know, pudding. You weirdo.
Pudding. Oh boy.
Man. Yeah, we try to make it more like a game show action. Get people eliminated. We got giving out points in bottles of water. Nice dystopian stuff.
Just me, or do you
see
see
here.
I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Aztec Sun and War God is having 13 hearts.
I was like, yeah, Kinky, go ahead, say that.
Try it. Looks like somebody voted after I announced the winner. Is probably what happened. Noodles.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Yeah, I'm just not fast enough for you guys. Weetzelpokli. Oh, I'm sorry. Weetzelpokli. Weetzelpokli. Is that how you pronounce it?
Weetzelpokli.
Or are you just trolling me and trying to make me say something funny?
Darn, you got me.
That looks correct.
It would be something along the line of Huitzilopochtli. No, Huitzilopochtli. It's
Should have
difficult.
asked Jade from the beginning.
I know, right? I'm gonna leave that to you, Jade. Let's get an idea from Boozlegast. Ooh, we have an idea from Boozlegast.
Nice.
The next prompt is going to be skateboarding. We're going to do a made-up word, space, and animal. Let me get the fake word generator for you guys.
Ooh, nice. I was just gonna go gobbledygooky.
So here's a little toy that you guys may or may not know about that we like to play with during prompt battles on the weekends. It's called the random word generator, and I think that you're gonna love it. One thing about Midjourney is that it loves to it loves to occasionally, if you use a random fake word, and other people do too, it thinks that it thinks it it has a meaning, is what I'm trying to say, to Midjourney, because sometimes you'll just get like a lot of the same stuff from different people, even with a random word. It's interesting. This is not the one that I normally use. I can't find it on the spot, but here's the random word generator. I'm sure it's just as good as the other one. Please go ahead and find yourself a random word or make one up. But for the next 7 minutes, we're going to be prompting Boozlegasts prompt, which is skateboarding, made up word, space, and animal. So you're going to do skateboarding in space, make up a word, and use the word animal. I'm putting that on the clock for the next 7 minutes so you can see the way it's written. Because I don't think I'm saying it as eloquently as I could. And let's prompt about skateboarding, made up word, space, and animal.
Just a friendly reminder, please make sure that your username is not in the title of your image.
Oh, somebody's busted. Tell me one thing that you love about technology and one thing that you hate about technology.
I love that it makes my life so much easier. I hate that it makes life so much easier. I never have to leave the house or even leave the couch.
I was gonna
I
say
love
I
that it
hate
can
where
now
it
do
makes
so
life.
much.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I hate where it makes life not easier. Like, oh, the computer is so great, but why is it always crashing? You know, like right in the middle of a meeting or in the middle of a prompt battle.
Yeah,
Great to
like
I was
my
have
gonna say I
OBS
love that it
today.
can
my
do so
guide.
much. I hate that it can do so much.
What did you say, Micah?
I said I love that it can do so much. I hate that now I do so much.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Kinky, you got this. I hate when my OBS crashes as I'm starting a stage event, but I love that I have an OBS and have learned how to use it.
I don't even know what that is.
No, I didn't either until Prompt Battles Primetime happened, or until Prompt Battles happened, and I needed a way to have a clock and a voice chat, you know. And Malsphere came through and taught me how to be a streamer. I could go on Twitch if I wanted. I'd be very popular. About all that. As soon as I get this poll unit up, I can look at the crowd and see what they're saying about what they love and hate about technology.
Not yet. Oh, the cost.
The cost of technology.
Bissau is saying the cost, like the possibilities.
Yeah, it does make the world smaller though. That's kind of good.
True story.
Usually.
Yeah.
Do that.
Usually.
Poll units in the chat. All right. For the poll units backstage. Because I have an imaginary world here. Snapdragon says loves not having to handwrite messages to people and send them in the post, and hates not receiving handwritten letters from people in the post. Oh, I know, it was so charming. Like, Marigold says that my prompt format is simply words. I want to make coloring page, line art, no color, gray, shading. That's a good one. All of these little tidbits of information that you guys give me are going to be in the information section of the video too, and you'll be credited for them. Boozlegasts also provided his prompt format. When was the last time you were horribly late to something? Are you normally a punctual person?
I'm never early and I'm never late. I arrive just on time.
I- You're
Either
a
a
wizard.
king or a wizard.
Yeah. Yeah, so I really like doing costuming, and sometimes I get like into a zone, and so I had been invited to like a Midsummer Night's Dream kind of themed garden party, and I really invested into getting my costume together, and I ended up showing up like almost 2 hours late. And I went like full makeup. I made a tiara out of like floral stuff from the craft store. I like put together a dress costume, and I show up and everyone's just in like nice garden outfits. And I'm like,
Like Mean Girls.
Yeah,
I'm like
it was like Legally Blonde, where she shows up in the
Or
Playboy
show it.
bunny.
Yeah, or showing up at what you thought was a Vickers and whore
Shit.
party.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, because they're like encouraging people to come in like costume or themed or whatever. So I went all out.
Oh, poor Judy lady.
But the pictures were fantastic. My pictures, so it was worth it.
That's so cool. I feel like it's a fun memory though. You know what I mean? It's a cool story.
Yeah. My friends
Story
were really
girl.
fun. Yeah, my friends were really fun about it. It was just funny.
1 minute left to get your images into the poll unit. Globby says that he is less of a wizard and more of a blizzard. Marigold says, "Oh no, my worst fear." Snapdragon says, "I love that, Jade." Snapdragon loves that you showed.
Yo,
Love Japan.
if you tell me it's a costume party, stuff's gonna happen. That's just I can't miss a chance to dress up.
If you tell me it's a costume party, I'm dressing up. Demetria! Hello. um, and Marigold says, being the olive from Angus songs and perfect eggnog. What does that mean? What did I miss? I missed you when you said something that was relevant, and now it's not relevant. So I'm like, oh boy, I have no idea what that means. Being the olive from Angus songs and perfect snogging. Is that from the Vickers and Whores episode? Probably. Bobby says blizzards aren't scary, just stay inside. Huey says if you're prompting along with the show, share your favorite images that you've made in this channel. I'll be giving out some fast hours to some of those who do. Actually, they should probably share them in VC Create. Huey, I think it's right downstairs from VC Text. And they're sharing them right on the screen. You can see it on the stage. Did anyone else's P code change? I think I'm going to leave that for you guys to talk about in the chat. Snapdragon says, I'd have gone full wood nymph. Wild Pusa, the prompt dragon. Prompt battles master of China is here visiting. Hello. We also have Marigold, but it's the overdressing thing. Okay. Oh, Demetria, yes. The P codes have changed if you've been prompting, but you still have access to your first one. Maybe I should say that on the show because people might not know it and they're watching to find out cool things about Midjourney. So if you guys have found out that you have a new P code lately, it's not a mistake. Your old
It's the
one will
new
still
model.
work. It's the new model. And you get one like every couple of hours, I think.
I think he
Anybody
was
want to
saying every
elaborate?
time something affects it that changes it. I don't think it's like rolling.
But all you have to do is hit /list _ personalize. Well, you don't even have to do that. Hit /list and you'll see it come up in a list. Click list
for
personalized
Rizzy?
code and it'll show you all of them with the dates
For Rizzy
that they
Lizzy?
were born.
I
It was
didn't
pretty
know
cool.
that.
Papa's doing
I
this
didn't hear
right
half of
now.
anything on the stage today from office hours because I had so much going on. I don't know how Ancient Chaos does it.
Oh, that's cool. It does it for everything.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
It does it for tuners and obviously your prefer option set. But I knew it did for tuners because I made so many tuners. That's cool. It literally
Bobby
has
says,
all
and
of them.
you get a fast hour, and you. And then Really Smart says, yeah, and they update now, but you can still use your old ones. A couple more people talking about the P codes. Demetria says, I can't turn my back for a minute.
Bonjour, good power.
And Globby says, P codes can't melt steel beams.
What? You have
And
to
Snapdragon says,
believe, Globby.
V6.1 is here, guys, and it's true. V6.1 is here. It came yesterday while we were all not looking, and it's the new personalization model and rolling P codes, and a new personalization model and rolling P codes. So let's go
Rolling
ahead
P
and
codes.
take a look and do the approval of these images so you guys can vote on them. I have 7 creators, and I'm gonna hit approve all. 2 minutes on the clock to vote. Start right now.
I was just
Let's
replacing mine. I'm sorry.
Oh,
My save button is not cooperating.
I think it's because it already went through. Hold on. I need to replace it. Approve. There we go.
Yeah.
Approve it. All right, guys, if you could just
Thank you.
refresh your poll unit page. We just approved a new entry. I'm putting 2 minutes on the clock for voting. Let's start. Do we actually post our pictures in VC Create, or will they just be from us creating them? You can create them there, or you can post them. Either way, Stewie's gonna make a nice collection of them, and Stewie? Did I just say Stewie? Huey's gonna make a nice collection of them, and
Hey,
and
Now
then
I
we're gonna
Stewie.
have
picture him
a
with a
PDF
football
collection.
head.
I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, Huey said either share them or create them. Either works. And I'm gonna get my vote in for this skateboarding made up word space animal prompt. It's gonna be a pretty rad coloring book so far. You guys are so creative. And feel free to throw your prompt ideas into the chat because that can actually.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on those too.
Yeah. Oh, there was. we got a stray wild pusa in the chat in the poll unit, but that's okay. Hey. And there's one couple of seconds left to vote. 26. Huey says, here's a fun riddle type question. If Prompt Battles is on a Sunday and we move it back 2 days, what day is it on now? Oh
What?
boy. I don't know. What are you planning something?
Friday.
Bob
messing
Blaze
with
says
us?
Friday.
If you really
Oh,
want to
that's
trip her up, ask her
true.
what the hour is, Huey.
Time zone. That's a good point.
Pusa says, I must miss something.
No, you're fine. It is a stage event, so like we are posting them separately than when we put them in here, and it's all right. I liked your image. It's gonna stay in there. Maybe you win.
That's the best answer ever, Huey.
It
Depends on
depends.
if you move through time or if time through you. Love it.
That's a reply that I'm not smart enough to understand. People answer the
Ah.
question differently in different. That is really interesting.
Oh. I didn't
You have
know
examples?
that.
It's more of a wibbly wobbly kind of sensation.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, whatever.
The winner of this round is Boozlegasts having himself a day.
Ew.
Hey,
Nonstop.
Let's see here.
And if you guys throw ideas in the chat and your idea gets used, maybe we can get you a free fast hour for that.
I'm open for some animal ideas, or
Even if it's just combined.
some other kid friendly jazz. I'm thinking.
Jazz.
Ooh, I'm
I
thinking
like
just
jazz.
Speaking of jazz, I was thinking of just going like real simple, just say Chicago style.
Oh.
Or Chicago Imagist if we want to get like a real specific art term. But yeah. So
Want me
many
to use
windows.
Chicago style
Lobby.
or Chicago images?
I like
Bobby
it.
says
I like where your head's
jazz
at, kid.
hands. Snapdragon says
Jazz
pterodactyl.
hands.
We could do like
Really
T-Rex
Smart
or
says
something.
jazz pterodactyl.
Oh.
Pterodactyl hands? Ask Lobby.
And then let's
And
throw some
Boozlegasts
pterodactyl
has
in
come up
there.
with
It's
a
already in
final
there.
answer. The final
Already in.
answer is Chicago style or Chicago Imagist. How do I say that?
Yeah, it's a Chicago like art movement
Ah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to learn about a new art movement today, guys, unless you already knew about it, in which case you're going to hear again about an old art movement to you. But most of us don't, I imagine, unless I'm just in the dark. Am I in the dark? Always.
I actually only found out about it because of Describe originally, because I was just taking pictures around Chicago.
And they said, "Oh, this is Chicago Imagist."
This is Chicago
Cool.
Images style. You're doing it, kid. I'm like, okay, whatever.
All right. So we have 7 minutes on the clock to make coloring pages in Chicago style or Chicago Imagist. And I'm putting 7 minutes on the board. Let's go. I need to mute myself for just 1 sec. Wild Pussy says, let me Google Chicago style. MJ is the best place for study. That's true. Westendorf says, interesting. Interesting. Snapdragon says, how to confuse Midjourney. I think Westendorf is talking about Chicago when he says, I lived there from 91 to 95. And Globby says, MJ made me a heckin' Archetyperex. That was a daily theme once. Archetyperex. It's a pterodactyl-like dino, right?
Cheesecake SVG? What's going on over there in that VC Create?
What's your guilty pleasure?
Wow.
While you guys think about it, I'm going to read from the chat. Snapdragon says, confuse MJ with pterodactyl hands. Huey Priest says, bah, I totally messed up that time question. The correct wording is, Sunday's prompt battle has been moved forward 2 days, and what day is it on now? Well, what day is it, Huey? You've already confused us. For me, anyway. Archaeopteryx.
Archaeopteryx?
Archaeopteryx. I thought it was Archetyperex. I don't know why I thought. Oh, because archetype. Archaeopteryx is the first bird-type dinosaur that we know of. Ooh, Snapdragon. Guys, if you guys want to do something really fun for Huey Priest and you're not interested in Chicago Imagist, or if you find yourself uninterested in any one of these prompts, we would still love it if you prompted cats and dinos. We had a little misfire this earlier where we were trying to do a warm-up round to get some cats and dinos for someone on the team who requested them. So if you guys want to prompt some cats and dinos, that would be absolutely phenomenal. I'm sure Huey would love it. Friday and Tuesday are both correct answers to the question. Sunday's prompt battle has been moved to forward 2 days. What day is it now? In that situation, Friday and Tuesday would have both been correct answers. Really Smart says, I think they're trying to see what your definition of moving something forward is. Oh, with that question. That's interesting. Really Smart says, like if you move it forwards or backwards by 2 days. It says something about you as a person, you mean, Really Smart?
Oh, whoa.
Globby replied to Snapdragon. Oh crap! I need to make the poll unit. Globby replied to Snapdragon and said that has changed. She's talking about the archetype or that dinosaur being one of the first. That's changed, I believe, but it was for a long time. Yes. And fun fact: time isn't moving. We are. All right. I'm going to step away from the chat for a moment. Well, you guys tell me about your guilty pleasures if you thought of any. I want to know all your guilty pleasures. Confess to kinky. Tell me.
I refuse to feel guilty about any of them.
Right? My pleasures are great.
Exactly.
Mine is definitely 100% food,
Ooh.
but I think everyone knew that.
Oh,
Well, this
I
whole team,
definitely
yeah.
never even would have considered food if you asked me about you, Callis.
Well, that and then binge watching shows like Bake
Yes.
Off.
Bake like learning channel shows.
Yeah.
It's so funny you say that because my husband and I will watch HGTV.
Love HGTV.
I love HGTV
Yeah.
when I have TV.
I love most cooking shows.
Same. All right, poll
Oops.
units in the chat for the players. In the chat that we call backstage. So let's see what the audience says about their guilty pleasures. Fun fact, time isn't moving. We are. I don't know a damn thing about time, says Globby. Really Smart says no, because I was asking if she thought that it was if the answer to that question would say something about you as a person. She said no, just like personal definition. I've seen people debating it online. I have no clue if it says anything about you as a person. Oh, okay. We have 1 minute left to get your images into the pool unit. Little Modern Mama says wine after the kids go to sleep and hidden Halloween candy. Mama, I quit candy like 3 days ago, and of course I found like a bag of Nerds jelly beans. So I made sure that was gone so that I would never eat it again. Really Smart says, I don't like to add guilt to my pleasures. Some people really do like to add guilt to their pleasures, but we won't get into that here on Prompt Battles Primetime.
Yeah, kinky. No, none of this stuff you know a lot
That's
about.
too prime time.
That's way too prime. That's what's your favorite flower or plant and why?
Peony.
All the
any day.
legal ones.
Peonies, yes.
Peonies are beautiful. All right, time's up.
Blue pines too.
If you have a reason for having a favorite flower, feel free to describe it in the chat while I get this poll unit moved over. Oh, Demetria, you need time? That's okay, because you're just putting it in the VC create chat. So
I'm waiting for mine to
it doesn't need
fully
to get in the poll unit.
up-res.
Okay. But guys, if you're in the audience, please put your images into the VC create chat, and don't worry about time. We want you guys to be part of the coloring page collection that we're making. If you put them over there where I just linked this. What, Callie?
Time is merely a construct.
Yes. And
My grandma got me hooked on hydrangeas.
Hydrangeas are really nice.
I like blue hydrangeas.
I love them all.
They remind me of New England.
All right, I'm in.
All right.
Their color actually changes based on the soil of the pH.
Ooh,
really?
The pH of the soil. Yeah.
That's cool. I like stuff like that where like the plants are like hyper localized, but they're still like everywhere.
I wouldn't know how plants grow. I am I'm known as a serial killer in the plant community. Like pretty prolific.
You are deaf.
I am deaf.
Destroyer of worlds.
If I pick one up at
destroyer of plants.
If I pick one up at the nursery, you can hear the others going, "Oh no!"
I think they have it's the green thumb, but they have an opposite term. What is it? I forget.
A brown thumb. That's me.
I always say my thumb has a skull and crossbones on it.
All right, guys, it's time to vote. We're putting 2 minutes on the clock to vote for all of the images that we just put before you. You have 2 minutes. Start.
My favorite flower is the dahlia, which is also the national flower of Mexico. And the Mexica or Aztecs used to cultivate it. And so they bred them to be lots of different colors, and they actually ate parts of it as well because it's like a tuber. So some of the flower bits are edible.
Wow, that's so cool.
I didn't know that. My favorite flower is currently the what's it called? The red clover. So those purple little cone-shaped weeds. And that's just because it's the last flower that I thought about, which is how I work with favorites.
Cheers. 1 minute left. I also love the flowering garlic. It's so pretty, and it does smell like garlic.
Smell of garlic is really interesting. It can be... What did that man say?
Marigold said, "Remind me to stay far away from Gallifrey." And Glavi said, "Yeah, Galley is scary. Definitely not as nice as people think." That's my tag.
She's not as nice as people think she is.
I would never
She's
kidnap
nicer.
you against your will, Marigold.
That's what a kidnapper would say. Ugh, jeez.
Well, how can you kidnap somebody with their will? So I guess yeah, Globby warned you.
Reminds me of all those pre-candy van jokes. Oh my god.
Marigold was talking about the bird dino, whose name I will not try to pronounce. He whose name cannot be pronounced. What'd you say?
Oh my.
One more time. Okay. Marigold says, "I believe it was the first fossil found preserved with feathers apparent, proving that many were in fact feathered." Oh, that's new. That's new to me. Then Globby was talking about the same dino bird that said, "But there was some debate related to that discussion because of the species Petrovis, I did it. Petrovis. Flowers were birds of paradise from Second Serve Noodles. Snapdragon says blue hydrangeas. Marigold says remind me to stay far away from Galley. Petrovis actually means first bird, says Globby. Protoavis. That's what it looks like. It says, Noodles says, and then when you're a kid, that is called that because it looks like a bird's head, not the bird's wings. Don't want to be kidnapped and murdered. All right, let's see who won this round. I mean, let's see who won this round. Tell us something good there, Boozlegasts, while I look this up.
Well, I keep trying to use character references for these color pages, but it really locks on to whatever colors are on their shirt, and a little bit of the hair. But besides that, it makes everything, black and white and lined. I think it's interesting how much it still holds on to those colors as part of the character design. So I'd have to just isolate this person's head, I guess. I don't know. Or just do a black and white version, I guess. Because I was trying to do one of my created MJ characters, but he always makes the suit purple, so I have to kind of just make him from scratch.
I love your purple suit.
I love your purple suit.
I would try adding those colors to your no prompt. Like do a dash no,
Right.
and then
just isolate specifically no purple, because I did no color and it completely ignored me.
Yeah.
Or maybe
it's
if I pull back maybe if I pull back the CW, do a weak CW.
Oh, that might work, yeah. Where it'll focus more on the head.
Just the form. Yeah.
I don't know if it's the solar flares or what, but
oh, really?
Recently we've been having these phenomenons where somebody just has a real good day. And I think this is one of those days because Boozlegasts wins this round. And I know that tiger is black and white, but I also know that it's purple. And tell
it's
me
supposed to be.
Who did you bribe?
Well, since we're talking about it, let's do a selfie of you, or you or a friend if you want. If you have any in your uploads ready to go, because I have a couple friends in there. Yeah. So a selfie of you or a friend.
Yeah, Gallifrey, you're perfectly free to use me or Bigfoot if you like. Gally likes to stay faceless on the internet.
But yeah, definitely do a very weak CW on it, though.
What'd you say, Gally?
I said me and AC.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You guys are wicked mysterious. I mean, who would you be if it wasn't for your mystery?
That's us the date.
If you and AC meet, does it make a black hole?
I feel like that has to be like a double negative of some sort, right?
Yeah. It just cancels it. Just cancels out. It's like you just see white light.
We both
it's
just
a void.
disappear from existence.
Yeah. It's like the beginning and the end meeting. It's like it's not supposed to happen like this.
So we have 7 minutes to prompt a selfie, coloring book style, of you or a friend, and you get creative with it. This is a theme, so you don't have to use exact words or anything for the next 7 minutes, starting now.
Yeah, and just as a tip, do a very weak CW. Like I did CW 4, and it got rid of the color. So
that is a good tip. Because the character weight
it's
being
so
high
strong.
keeps it exactly the same as it's going to be.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Yeah, I don't mess with high character weight. unless I'm doing my Kinky Kong character who's always wearing the same stuff.
Oh, and I got to say the workflow doing this on the website a lot faster than doing it in Discord, because you just use prompt and then just change the 3 or 4 words we got to get rid of.
Yeah, to change the theme of the coloring page.
Yeah.
Like once you have a good recipe, it's a lot easier to adjust it per prompt.
Just go for it.
I like how I make myself sound smart by regurgitating the things that you guys say.
Yeah, it's a solid trick. It's a good trick.
Yeah.
Someone just made
All
a
right,
video of
next.
Tim Dillon doing the verbal mirroring of like all the people he talks to on podcasts. It's just, if you highlight it, it's kind of mean, but like it's a good trick. You just repeat what people say.
Right. It makes you more likable. It lets people think that you understand them.
Yeah.
Um.
And if you're a shrink and then you just say your mother.
Yeah, and then people know you're a lizard person like me. All right. So, what is something that you will absolutely never eat? Let's think about food.
Okra.
By the way, okra.
Liver.
Okra.
How do you know you're against okra so hard? I don't even know what that is.
It's slimy.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'll never eat goat's eyes. No,
Goat's
thank
eyes?
you.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't be like that.
No,
I
what?
never heard goat's eyes being eaten, but I've heard sheep's eyes are a delicacy.
Goat's eyes.
I never heard of it.
That's so funny.
I saw it once in a film. Was it Shazam or that basketball movie? It's like,
Ooh, it might have. Yeah, actually sounds familiar.
You saw that movie?
yeah, there's a lot of like theories like it's not what it used to be.
Yeah, the Mandela effect theories. You're probably the only person I've ever met that is instantly the most interesting thing I've heard all day. Somebody I know has seen Shazam.
That's funny. I think I've seen both Shazam and there's the Kazam one, right? There's like 2 that are the exact same title for some reason. Yeah, I swear.
I believe it. I feel like I swear
I've seen
seen it.
Shazam. That's a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's another one that people think it is with Sinbad.
Yeah.
The sailor. Sinbad the
Yeah.
sailor, no.
Exactly.
Sinbad the
Yeah.
comedian.
And it's
Yeah.
not real.
And they say it's not real, but no, you can't fool me.
Yeah, because there's
Did
one
you
where it's
see
Sinbad and there's one where it's Shaq, and they're like, I don't know how you
Yeah.
think they're the same person. It's wild.
It really is.
Did you see Sinbad did it for April Fool's Day one year? He's like, okay, come and clean. And one of his friends had done like a photoshopped version of a DVD
That's
cover.
cute. That doesn't help things at all.
No.
That doesn't help
For a
things at all, but that's so
yeah,
good.
for a
That's so
second,
good.
I was like, oh, I knew it. And then I was like,
It's like
it's no help.
what was that comedian people think that Alex Jones is? There's
Sam
a
Kinison?
nope. No, that's exactly who I would Bill Burr? No, he's dead. Whoever the one I'm thinking of is.
Bill Belichick?
Legendary like guy that's like pretty opposite of who. Anyway, they think that they're the same person, and he came through and confessed to being him once, and it was funny. But that was probably the only mildly interesting thing that I've ever been interested in that Alex Jones has ever done.
You didn't see him in Waking Life when he's driving around in a van yelling about how the government's gonna kill us?
No.
It's pretty good. It's like young Alex Jones, so it's not like he's not full bone dust. And Waking Life's just a good movie.
It's Bill
He's
Hicks.
not in it the
They
whole
think that
time.
Alex Jones is Bill Hicks.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what it is.
Yes,
That's a good one.
Gabagool.
That's a good one.
I have no idea who that is. I guess
Bill
I'll
Hicks
Google it
is
afterwards.
a comedian with a lot
If
of
Bill
big
Hicks,
opinions.
If Bill Hicks got like a lot of fat injected to his face, maybe. See?
I put in the chat. And Alex Jones mostly like emerged, I think, after Bill Hicks died, right?
Yeah, he did.
Um,
He's like, oh man, I'm around now. Oh gee.
So they think that he faked his death and came back as Bill Hicks.
That'd be killer. That'd be murderous.
Seriously. So
I'd almost want that to happen.
It would make things more interesting.
just at the very least.
And then like we could be like, all right, Bill, we got you. Can you stop being such a butthead now, please?
He's just lost in the bit. He forgets that it's a bit. He's like,
yeah.
What? Bill Hicks? What do you mean? I don't. Well, mother.
Really
Oh no!
Alex Jonesy doing that.
Every time he talks to, after a while, he just has like a weird tick where he's like, my parents. It's like, what are you? There's nothing to do with your parents. What's happening?
Yeah. The Marigold says, I will say that dog breeds, at least there's some common, miss what you're talking about. Clubby says, I almost understood a person once. Snapdragon says that they will never eat meat. Noodles says, oh, there's 1 minute left to get your images into the poll unit, by the way. Noodles says, I never eat those eggs that are boiled after the chick has already formed. Oh my God, yeah, no, that's a little sad for me. Dimitri, you did comedy? I don't doubt that. You're funny. I laugh at you all the time. Like, not laugh at you. You say funny things all the time at Prom Battles. Claudia says, I mean, people laugh at me sometimes. All right, let's go ahead and get those images approved. For the selfie of you or
mine's just loading. I just pressed it.
Sorry, just loading too.
No worries, nobody's in there, don't worry.
All right, good.
Let's start another question then.
Demi, you're not missing it. We put the images in before you vote.
Yeah, the images that you guys do are going into the VC Create tonight. Big Al?
I was just gonna also answer Dimitri.
Do it.
If you guys ever want to be up on the stage with us, definitely let me know because behind for people that are coming in.
You still have the form? We could.
I should get that. I should find that.
I still have it somewhere, I'm sure. We could put it up during.
Yeah, we'll do it during the week. Yeah. I'm missing one submission. Am I waiting for somebody?
Me, I'm almost in. Hold on.
Okay. What's the ugliest item of clothing that you've ever owned?
My birthday suit.
Oh.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
So sad.
I had a pair of like mustard yellow MC Hammer pants, parachute pants.
Oh my goodness.
And I wore them with a mustard yellow tank top in a school picture.
That was just the color, right? Like I had an off shoulder mustard yellow little top.
Hey, Pinky, where's the chat for this?
This is the VC text chat that you're supposed to be in, Daffy.
My image is in, by the way.
All right.
My OBS is doing the purple square. Oh, it came back. Never mind.
Oh, good.
Carry on.
So let me go ahead and get these submissions approved for everybody to vote. Give me 1 minute. And I'll put the poll unit into VC text for everybody to vote on. Come on. You can do it, Kinky. 2 minutes on the clock to vote for your favorite images in this poll unit, starting right now.
Demetria, 2 things can be true at the same time.
What happened?
Just Snapdragon was helping Demetria. Demetria said, "Thanks, Snapdragon." I was like, "Am I high?"
So, we were talking about the ugliest item of clothing that we've ever owned. Blobby
Snapdragon,
says,
this is
Oh, go
only
ahead.
our second actual one. We had
Yeah.
like 6 weeks of practice runs. So you are not missing anything.
But we're all still pretty confused, but we're gonna make it work. Like this time, I have a new OBS screen that works this time. I won't have to piece it together one frame at a time like I did last time, and have the audio repaired. Hopefully, because there was 2 microphones going at a time. It was a lot of work to try to piece together the last episode. So this episode, my OBS and screen work, right? Next time, we'll be able to explain to people how things should be done in a more apt way, and it'll just keep getting better and better and better and better and better. And suddenly, you won't even notice that we have little glitches. Not that you were complaining, you weren't. I think I'm reassuring myself as I say that.
You keep
Bobby
patting yourself on the
said-
back.
I am. Look what I did. I made that screen. It looks beautiful.
We did a thing. It's together. It's getting more beautiful by the day. You know, I look up at it every day and say, "You're so shiny."
Exactly. Bobby said, I had a big fuzzy hat once. It was great, but awful. Boozlegasts says most great leaders have big fuzzy hats. Bobby says, I don't need that responsibility of either the leadership or the hat. Daffy found the VC text chat. Kazenia says, I don't like things on my head. It squeaks me out. Squeaks me out is a fun expression that I am going to keep now. Let's see who won this round. Tell us about something, Boozlegast. He wasn't ready.
Loud cricket.
He said,
I was
"Let me
muted.
tell you about the silence
I'm a
of the
moron.
universe."
I'm a big moron. My mic was muted.
It's okay. I found the winner. We got it.
I was gonna say I like this Life Touch school photo as like a good 3-word prompt thing because there's so many like Life Touch took so many pictures of the kids.
Like the
Those cool
laser one.
photos.
I wonder if anyone's ever prompted the laser background. Or
the one
where like
about to do it right now.
The one where you have like a head, like it's your what's it called? Neck up photo, which I can't think of the name of for some reason right now. But then like off to the side, there's another picture of you looking at something to the left and up. Do you remember those?
Oh, glamour shots?
I don't know.
But it was like a specific style because like it had like 2
it was like
angles of
double
it.
exposure of yourself, right?
Yes,
Like
there were 2. So double, yeah.
A very melodramatic headshot.
Okay, let's see if I can prompt that all real quick on the fly.
The winner of this round was Micah.
I was gonna say, I know who that is.
I think I misspoke. Boozlegasts. No, I'm just kidding. It was Micah.
I just sweep it last second.
Headshot profile. Yes. Everybody in the chat was relieving me from my word fumble, and I was looking at the other screen. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for trying to help. Bearded Turtle says, "Ooh, this strange This stage thing is strange, lol. How's everyone doing? I'm doing good. How about you, Bearded Turtle? Snapdragon says, we love the little glitchies. Oh, good.
Can you see the
Because
chat
we
there?
got
Or
'em.
should I
We
tell
got
you?
plenty of them. Demetria says, I
Sorry,
once
Micah,
went through a
Micah.
phase as a kid where I only wore orange clothes. Orange palazzo culottes. I want orange palazzo culottes.
Micah,
Those are the
Micah
shoes,
has-
right?
I want orange. No, they're white pants.
Oh. Micah, what? Gally?
I
I
was asking if Gally can see the chat or if I should tell her in words.
I don't see it in. Oh, I'm in the VC text. I'm moved over.
I'm gonna put it in there. We're gonna do.
Yeah, it was confusing when the audience couldn't see the banners because you guys didn't really need the explanations. So I want to make sure they could see it.
Yeah.
Right.
When we
There's
first
no
started, we were
name for
doing
the
it over in
double head
that.
thing.
There's no name for it?
It's just people are just saying it's double head. Like they're saying there's like no, like a couple of posts saying there's no formal name for it, just double exposure.
They should just call it a double header.
Yeah, basically.
All right, Micah wants us to prompt a carousel bear. We're doing this in the style, in coloring book style. These images are being collected by Huey Priest, who's putting together a coloring book PDF printable collection, just so we can commemorate this day with actual artifacts. So what I'm going to do is put 10 minutes on the, 7 minutes on the clock for carousel bear, starting right now. Let's prompt. And if you're in the crowd, in the audience, please go ahead and prompt in VC Create. Put the link to that in the chat. You can prompt there, or you can just put your stuff right in. I should stop trying to talk while I type. I'm not clarinet. Who is apparently the only person in the world that can talk while they type, according to me.
If I try to talk while I'm typing, I either say what I'm typing or I type what I'm saying.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it, and you can't tell which is which. It's the worst. I can literally never remember which way I'm saying it.
I know you can. I was actually going to reference you, Globby. As soon as I opened the page, I saw you say that. The other person is Globby, and I bet I would love to have like a talk while type off with. Oh, Huey put his Life Touch middle school picture in the chat. Look at baby
Nice.
Baby Huey.
That's so funny.
Oh.
Not baby Huey the duck, baby Huey the man. I can barely talk while I'm thinking. Exactly, Snapdragon. If I see someone walk by and I'm talking about somebody, it'll become their name. Like I'll talk about the person that walks by me while I'm good. What happened to my brain? I used to have such strong brain. My brain was good once.
Brains.
Oh, you had an AU shirt, says Globby. And he did. They went on a long trip. Oh, let me start the poll first. Let me do all that first. Say you went on a long trip. What is your favorite thing about coming home?
My
The
bed.
lights of the city that you can see from above.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta have my bed. Like that's the first thing I want to do.
Depends
Like
on where
to.
you travel.
One of my favorite things is making sure that like I have brand new clean sheets on my bed before I leave, like brand new ones. Because then like it's the nicest, newest feeling when you get home.
Oh, Owen Mills.
I have Nolan Mills.
Yeah.
Olan,
Weren't they like
Olan Mills double exposure.
Olan Mills double exposure?
I just found like a different word for it.
I thought Nolan Mills was local. Apparently not. My world was just smaller when I was a child. Oh, Oh yeah, taking off my bra, Demetria.
Oh,
Oh God,
every
yes.
day I feel like that.
Yeah, I would have to
Well,
travel for that one.
every day that I put one on, that is.
And if I do it, it's not going back on for any reason.
Right.
Marigold says Life Touch was like a company? Weird name.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Akmaj, hello. Really Smart says my cats are the first thing that they look forward to on their trip back.
Oh yes.
When they get home from a long trip. Snapdragon says, wait, Really Smart said my cat. Snapdragon says my cats, my bed, my sofa, my books, my TV. And Boozlegasts said Olin Mills double exposure.
Why are you
Right,
saying it like
MJ.
that?
Ooh,
What are you talking
yeah.
about over here?
Because I was talking about other things, and it was an answer that was in the bunch with the other things. Those are all
I
really good
cannot
answers,
get
guys.
this double exposure to work at all. I give up. I'll do that later.
Did you guys know that coloring pages? This is a fun fact about coloring pages. Maybe I'll edit something on the screen and take out when I just said I'll edit something on the screen.
Nope.
Did you guys know that one of the benefits of coloring are psychological benefits like stress reduction and relaxation, mindfulness and focus, self-expression and creativity? It can boost your self-esteem upon completion.
I did.
Those are some of the benefits of coloring books. And coloring pages, which we're making today, which is why I mentioned it. We have 4 minutes and 7 seconds left for this image. Let me get a poll unit made for it after I answer the next question. Tell me about something you did as a child that your parents still talk about to this day.
Followed a fly in front of my entire family. And then
Swallowed a
I was
fly.
very little, so there was a lot of crying.
Oh
No, they literally never miss an opportunity to bring it up. And it was many, 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 many moons ago.
I
It was
cut
a
my
yay who
eyelashes
swallowed a
once.
fly. Oh
My
no!
sister did that.
My mom and her friends were in the kitchen at my grandparents' house, and they were talking about how beautiful my eyelashes were and how cute I was. And I was just like, I'm not cute. I'm tough. I'm cool. And I like went into my grandma's like bathroom and I found like these like tiny scissors and I cut my eyelashes. I only took a little bit off, but it was
That's the
enough that when
exact
I
same
walked back out,
story.
my mother was so mad. She was like, "Do they even
Probably
grow
also
back?" Like,
glad. Oh, I was gonna say probably also glad you didn't blind yourself.
yeah, that too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Lil Modern
Yeah.
Mama had a really nice comment. I'm gonna read it to you guys as soon as I get that pull unit into the backstage area. She said, guys, watching this has been so helpful. I've been working on coloring books for kids for the last 6 months. I have 2 published on Amazon and 1 more about to publish. I've been using Dali this whole time and just made the switch, learning a ton here, and thanks for the help. My heart! You're the person we were looking for. We've been searching for someone to help, and there you are. Thank you for saying so,
Oops.
little modern mama. Hi, Twisted Reality. What are you doing awake? Oh, insomnia bonus. Twisted Reality is actually in the UK, and sometimes, he doesn't have his microphone, so I just talk for him. I do. Marigold was talking about things that her parents still talk about to this day, and said that I may have pushed my sister into a TV unit, and I couldn't have foreseen that she would hit her forehead on the corner, and an ambulance was called. Yeah, siblings. What are you gonna do? They can, like, seriously. They can make you escalate like no other.
They can seriously deserve it.
Seriously, they deserved it. Don't worry about it, Marigold. We forgive you. Daffy says,
I'm not
"I need a
condoning
seance to find
siblicide.
out what." Nope, not verbally. Daffy says, "I would need a seance to find out what my parents still talk about." Oh, Daffy. Well,
Oh.
rip. Lobby says, "Those are all the worst things that I could never talk about. Are the things that his parents still talk about." Demetria says, "I'm having to reintegrate into society since my aunt passed and bras are trying to get back. I haven't worn one out in 4." Demetria, COVID took my desire to wear them ever. Like, I don't even like to go out because of them. We are once again talking about bras.
Bra talk, well, talking bras, want to hear what now?
Talking
For
bras
bra
on prime
talk.
battles on a little bit now.
I am having so much
Photoqueckle is
trouble with this one.
here. Photoqueckle, we missed you. And I was so glad to see you this weekend. All right, time is up. I'm going to continue this conversation in just a moment because it's going.
But it's reality.
But time's
One
up, and
shaved their
hopefully we have all
eyebrows
the
off.
Twisted Reality shaved his eyebrows off today.
Sat at the dinner table with a beanie for 3 months, and my dad never noticed. Nice.
I'm missing an image. Who's missing?
Oh, I'll get this one. Sorry. Oops.
All right. I wonder if my kid was hiding
Flabby.
something when he wouldn't stop wearing a beanie. I'll ask him later. Let me know when you're in, Boozle. That's what she said.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, oh, Angela Mona. Is this being recorded? I'd like to sample that singing. Wasn't it beautiful? Hopefully, Mr. Boozlegasts gets it because my computer quit on me. The one that I
That's fine.
have just
Yeah, I'm
for
still
this
recording.
event. Cool. It'd be good if we had a history to remember.
And I got my picture in too.
Let's get that going. I'm going to go ahead and approve all 7 of our images here of bear, carousel bear. And you guys, I'm seeing a lot of R's today, like.
Barisol care.
Barisol care. Approving the submissions. And you guys can go ahead and refresh your poll unit and vote for these 7 images. 2 minutes on the clock. Start now. Guys, if you are used to, what'd you say, Kelly?
RRR was here. That's why.
Yes. If you guys are used to Saturdays and Sundays, we only have 3 hearts in this particular version of the game because less people. That's why.
They need the poll unit link.
Oh, I didn't do that, did I?
He's also
I'm always
cute.
good at things. 2 minutes on the clock starts right now. Vicky said as she pulled the timer back, pretending she never did it. RRR said, "I heard my name, but I was only half listening." We just mentioned that you were here, and I kept saying a lot of R's, and because I'm from Boston, and I have a hard time with R's.
Hi there.
Let me scroll back and see what everybody else said in the chat while we vote. Marigold said, "Hey, UK here too, Insomnia. My sister's fine. Her lack of common sense is not attributable to the brain damage." Snapdragon said, "At age 3, in a car being driven by my granddad down from the country lanes to the beach, he kept politely stopping for cars coming in the other direction. I apparently shouted, bloody well crash into him. Yeah, we have another UK. We have a lot of people from the UK who stayed up to do this, and I'm gonna
Stayed
pretend
up?
that you
Oh, I
stayed up
guess it
just for
is
this.
late.
I'm gonna pretend that you stayed up just for this, and not that like you're like, well, I'm awake anyway. I might as well go to prom battles.
It's only
Excitement
1:41
caused their
a.m.
insomnia.
Right?
They couldn't sleep with all the excitement.
Exactly. They
And
could
the
hear
prom.
us from over. They could hear us from across the pond, and they were like, "Well, I gotta go bloody well join that then, don't I?"
I always think it's funny. It's tomorrow morning in Japan. It's always funny to say.
It's
Yeah.
weird to think about,
Oh
huh?
yeah.
Or
Tomorrow
like in
morning.
Australia, it's almost 9 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. Right?
Oh right.
A.m.
Oh
9
yeah.
o'clock a.m.
Oh yeah.
It's p.m. here, so it's a.m. there. Right, let's see who won this round.
Is that the penultimate round?
Oh, this is the penultimate round. The penultimate round it is. Let's go ahead and approve the winner. And we have a winner. The winner of this round is Bobby B. Bob's Blazed.
Oh, bye.
We
Tell us what to do with the next 10 minutes. You're the new boss of us. 7 minutes. Tell us what to do in the next 7 minutes. You're the new boss of us.
all right. We're gonna do. We haven't done any. We haven't done any cat boys, so we're gonna do cat boys. But I want to do cat boys with afros.
Yes, please.
Oh, I wrote it in the chat.
Cat boys with afros. You got it.
Oof.
We learned a cool tip about hair this weekend that we can share with you guys. What was it? Queer hairstyle. Everyone always looks great.
Oh yeah.
Queer
Whose tip was
hairstyle. Because
that?
you use the words queer hairstyle in your prompt. Everyone always looks great. And I don't know why I thought the way he worded that was so funny that I have to keep saying it, but
Whose
just if
whose
you,
tip was that? Westendorf?
that was nope. It was crap on a crap cracker. I can't remember his name right this second. I'll get it for you. It was
It really
guy.
worked.
It really
Midgard.
works.
Midgard had lots of good tips and tricks last weekend.
Uh-huh.
Prompt battle hero.
Prompt battle hero.
Oh weird.
A real prompt battle hero. What's the new prompt? Cat boys with afros. Let me get that on the board for the next 7 minutes, starting right now. Clock. Cooperate. What are we going to talk about next, kids?
Anyone see
Boys.
Deadpool Wolverine?
Oh yeah, I did. Oh my god,
Wow. No
so
spoilers.
good, so good. I'm not gonna say more than that. It's so good.
They had
Watch it.
They
Go
had the
see
whole
it.
movie up on YouTube, and I only got to watch the first 20 minutes again before it got struck down. I was like, yeah, dude, the beginning's so good. Uh-oh. Did I
Oh,
lose the thing? Did we lose the
Not me
feed?
falling off the stage. Yep, that was me.
Well,
I fell off the stage in a live event. That's me kicking
that's all
off.
good. We're all
Coming
alive.
back at you.
It's so funny. But yeah, that yeah, the movie's pretty good. Money well spent, even though we could have given everyone health insurance. Money well spent.
It was a brilliant movie. I actually went and saw it in 3D and
Oh, nice.
totally worth the extra like $5.
Really, 3D? Like it actually like popped? Like it was worth it?
So 3D in movies now is more depth than it is coming out at you.
Yeah,
Because
because
when
it's not made for it, right?
yeah, I think also like the 3D movies of old where stuff was like coming like up to the glasses, it felt like was more gimmicky than it was actually like had a good fidelity and like was
Yeah, I was
entertaining
gonna
to
say it's
watch.
probably harder to do fidelity on that.
Yeah, but it was very well done. Like it's a subtle effect, but it's great.
I can't wait to see it.
First movie in a long time where I was actually belly laughing in the middle of the theater.
Nice.
Think about your dream home and tell me what makes it different than everyone else's home.
Someone else is
It's
cleaning
that
it.
boat in Miami where it's a houseboat, and you can park it anywhere because it's got these huge pillars that make it rise out of the sea. It's an actual
Nice.
thing you can buy if you are a crazy millionaire. Like it's in the port of Miami right now.
If you're Dr. Evil.
Oh, if
Yeah,
I'm a
it's
millionaire, I'm definitely a
awesome.
crazy millionaire.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I had a client once who knew a man who like part-time lived under the ocean. Like he had
Dope.
like a
What?
whole pod down there,
What?
and he actually has the current world record for like longest time under the ocean. And I guess he's some professor. He's not just down there for the like for funsies, but he does like actually prefer it down there. And they actually like discovered something where like I guess your body ages less underwater because of the
Oh,
pressure.
he's that guy? That's funny.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
and people in Florida are just crazy. That's
They're wacky.
TLDR.
That's why the Atlanteans
Don't
live
call
so
them
long,
weird though.
dude.
They hate that.
Oh yeah, can't say weird.
Uh-huh. Let's see what text chat
Oops.
says. Marigold says, I would love a giant indoor pond in the middle of my living room, deep enough that I might drown my nana if I don't water him. Oh, I like you, Marigold. um, Sakmaj says, I'm so confused. I was creating an image and we went straight to voting with no submission time. Sakmaj, what we're doing is actually you guys are putting your images in VC Create for this particular game while we're doing it on the stage. They are not like the 7 people on the stage are the ones actually being in the poll unit. But what you are doing by putting your images into VC Create is contributing to a collection of coloring pages, which they'll make into a PDF for people to enjoy for years and years.
And the raffle, right?
And raffles, yep, exactly.
Oops.
My dream home actually has fish ponds, so I totally feel that, Marigold. Krizenia says, Krizenia. I've never actually said your name out loud. Full confession. I don't really know how to pronounce it. Says that in a bedroom where my bed is in a peninsula in an outdoor pool with a glass wall that I can swim under to the connected outdoor pool. So
Ooh.
every morning when I wake up, I just dive into the pool to start the day. Oh my God. All right, I'm coming to live with you. Coming to live with you. Anybody else have a dream home they want to talk about? 1 minute left for this.
I
whole unit.
already said one that I don't have to clean.
Oh, one that you don't have to clean. Yes.
Don't care where it is.
How's
special.
moving? How's moving castle? Right? And we can just walk anywhere.
I totally forgot what I was doing. Like,
Christina
I
says,
blew it
"And
out
a
of my
room."
head.
We're posting.
Okay.
Christina says, and a room with an inset wall with built-in seating of river rocks and with plants and stone glasses. Sorry, with stones with lighting from beneath some high walls with glass and metal tile. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Snapdragon says, actually trying to get this built, a little arts and crafts eco house designed by me. With a reading nook in the attic, solar panels, Devon cob walls, and eco-crete Devon lime. These are all really cool.
What's a Devon cob?
What is a Devon cob? I assume it must be cool because you want it. Like, it's really cool. I have to assume because you want one. Second
Yeah, I
Serve
know
Noodle
what
says,
Devon is. I just don't know
green
what the
rolling
cob.
hills where I can plant rows of sunflowers and my border collies can run. Oh, Noodles,
Aw.
why are you so cute? And Chrisena says, if I ever get it, I'll make sure to keep her in the study. Too cute. All right, anyway. Chrisenia was just saving Marigold's grandma in that comment. And Huey's talking about the PDF at the end of the prompt battle with an amazing collection of images suitable for printing and fun coloring by kids and adults too. Hopefully, people will share it around and we can add a little bit of joy and creativity to a bunch of parents and kids out there. Prompt along in VC Create if you want to contribute to the collective coloring book. Snapdragon says, I live in Devon. It's wall made from the native clay on site mixed with straw, etc. It makes very organic. That is not something that I would have guessed, but it sounds even cooler than I thought. Let me go ahead and
The pole unit.
approve the poll unit. We can start voting. Approving all the images, and I believe that this has actually become the final round of the evening. But we can hang around and talk for a few more minutes. All right, everything's approved. So let's go ahead and vote. Let me get the link in the chat. 2 minutes on the clock to vote. Start right now.
Right meow.
Right meow. Not meow. Right meow. I just had a wicked brain cramp from the font on the clock that I look at every weekend being red. I was like, does that mean we're supposed to stop? 2 minutes. I want to vote for my cat boy with afros that I like best. What was your favorite thing about elementary school?
My huge bow ties.
Bow
Mom
ties?
used to tie these massive chiffon white bow ties. And I loved
Nap time.
Nap time.
I loved almost everything about it.
I hated nap time. I could never sleep.
No, not
Me
nap
too.
time. I mean,
No,
Oh.
can't do nap time.
I can never sit still long enough to nap.
Mhm.
I think I feel like I had worms back then, so it must have been lunchtime. All I wanted to do was eat.
Oh my god, I couldn't. I didn't anything.
I was just so interested in things that didn't come from my house for food. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think every kid.
My favorite snack was grape juice and pretzels together. I don't know what it was, but like to this day, I still love the taste of grape juice and pretzels. Snapdragon says most of the older houses are made that way, usually with thatched roofs. Oh. Noodle says chocolate box house.
I
Marigold
used
says
to be like the lunchbox dealer in school. So I'd come in with all the good snacks and trade people stuff that they didn't want.
I don't believe that.
I'd have like Rice
Shocking.
Krispie treats, and
Shocking lies.
I would trade it for like a full sandwich and be like, "Sweet, I just scored big."
yes.
I like the Scholastic book clubs.
Oh yeah, yes.
I like
Oh, those are
loved
so
getting
good.
the order
Was
form and just like poring over it. And
that was a really good time, but I never had the money for it. So
Yeah,
I always
I
wound up
loved
getting
Scholastic.
teacher
Sorry.
donated books. No, you.
oh no, yeah, they
Yeah.
had the 99-cent section. I was like digging through the couch for change. Like
Yeah.
my poor teacher, just handing him fistfuls of coins.
Yeah.
The winner of this round is Gallifrey. Yeah. Gallifrey, thank you for your winning Catboy with Afro. And why don't you? I mean, are we gonna do well, tell us what to do for the warm up round next week
Yeah.
or next
Okay.
month,
I will go.
whenever we do this again.
In honor of Carlos.
Yay, food prompt.
A food prompt. All right, guys. I really want to I really do appreciate you. I can't stop appreciating you. I want to thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. The next time that we do this, we will be one step more organized. Thank you so much for coming, really smart, and everybody in the audience. We had D. Swift, Westendorf, Don Felipe, Little Modern Mama, Globby, Brian Jew, Boda Queckle, Bearded Turtle, name that I cannot pronounce. I'm sorry. Sakmaj Blimey, Nagimon, Phobia, Fan, the UG, Marigold, Kazenya, Daffy, Huey, Electric Elephant, Snapdragon Episode, Really Smart, Second Serve Noodles, G and Lino, RRR, Demetria, Humanity, Gabagool, QLQ04. Oh, they disappeared before I could finish saying their name. They didn't want to get called out. Nope, they're back. Twisted Reality, Efua, can't say the rest of your name, Nick Colt, Edberto, Nico, 10H, and Riki Volto. Guess what? If you guys put an image in that side chat in VC Create, we're going to contribute it to a community coloring book that people can download from, and it's going to be great. Huey also did some sort of raffling, and you guys will be getting free fast hours if he chose you. I hope you guys have a really good time, a good week, a good month, a good, until I see you again. Please come visit us at Prompt Battles on the weekends. I can link those in the chat, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.